It's the Battle of the Heroes, the Gold Heroes from Hanover, taking on the Gold Heroes from Holly Springs, North Carolina. So, should be a great match. The Heroes had a bye week last week. They did a scrimmage against the Horde Gold team, so they are ready to go. Should be a great match. This match is sponsored by Utz Quality Foods from here in Hanover. They made a nice donation to the league, which we're going to use to host the party. And we wanted to put our sponsorship out there for them, a great local company that we're proud to have support our league. So we're getting things set up here. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
They say that you can see the devil dance on idle hands, so we put in work. Amen. Put the city on my shoulder blades and molded waves. Focus on the future when it's rolling.
This is gonna be fun. What's this?
When it's no pain, it's no glory. Legendary crime for the history. Come to shut us down, you on what arm? We about to go live for me.
Let me show you how the boss does it.
We put in work.
See ya.
Yeah. Ain't no killing this energy. Spilling from the spirit, them lyrics be
They are nothing to me.
Come on. The grind don't stop. We giving it 100 till the squad on top. We put in work. The grind never dies. We giving it
Time for the fireworks.
we put in work.
Fire in the hole.
And it goes a little something like this. Here we go.
All right, we are back again, just setting up for our Heroes Gold versus the Holly Springs Gold Heroes team. From left to right, we have Guard Dog, Mr. Mambo, LAX KJB71, and Commando. They're all getting set up, rigged up, ready to go, and we'll be kicking our match off against the Holly Springs Heroes, hopefully here in just a couple minutes. We'll be back after this short break.
Was a girl who wasn't quite like everyone else. She loved riding her bike and going on adventures, and she was always getting into mischief. Then one day, with a little help from Dad, she turned that mischief into the yummiest, crunchiest snacks around. It seemed like the whole town was hungry for something new. The little Utz girl loved sharing the crunchy snacks her family made together, because they knew just being yourself is the funnest adventure of all. Utz, the crunch that connects us all.
All right, we're back. We're all set up on this end, just waiting for Holly Springs to get their last player or two in, and we will kick this thing off. Again, Hanover Heroes Gold taking on the Heroes from Holly Springs, North Carolina. We'll be right back, hopefully with some Fortnite action.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by me. Dad, all right, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being battle mercy.
Yes, battle.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Fruit Steva.
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Nice. Go. Group in. Now. Push in. We don't have to get.
All right, we are back, and the boys are dropping into action here. Again, Hanover Heroes Gold team taking on the Holly Springs Heroes Gold team. So, who is the best Gold team, Heroes team in the land, shall be determined today. All right, so we are following PC5 here. This is Guard Dog. All right, let's see who else we got. CNHPC 4. This is Commando. Number 6 is Mr. Mambo. And number 7, still dialing in his sensitivity and his controllers, is LAX KGB 71. All right, so you can see he's already topped off on shields and health. He's got a sniper rifle and an AR and some bandages, so he's got a decent little inventory there. Swapping back over to Commando here. He is at half shields, but found some bandages there. He's got that tactical shotgun. Most of these fights do come down to shotgun play within the build, so that's a critical weapon to have. You can see they've landed up here on Lucky. The Lucky landing location does provide really good vantage point of the rest of the map. So a lot of teams prefer to land either Lucky or Frosty, which is that snowy area you see to the right. All right, trying to get eyes on where the enemy position might be. Let's swap over to number 5, Guard Dog here. He does have eyes on one of the enemy positions. Good rifle discipline there, not to take that shot. You don't necessarily want to give away your position, even though it's pretty clear they know where we're at now. They built that tower, so that's a good giveaway. Swapping over to 6 here, Mr. Mambo. So it's pretty clear both teams know where each other are at. Now comes the strategy of whether you push or you stay high and play more defensive. Swapping over to number 6 here, Mr. Mambo. The effort goal this week was to stay close enough together to be able to heal each other and to provide more healing and tarping when one of your player gets knocked. So that's the effort goal this week. Let's see if they're able to do that. Swapping over to LAX KJB 71 here. He's got that sniper rifle. He is marking the enemy position where they are. Looks like they might be working their way around. Little rotation action. There you hear the fire. Let's see who we got firing here. It might be number 5. This is Guard Dog taking some shots. Shooting at that enemy that's floating down through the sky there. You can see how easy it is to see someone when they hit those vents. All right, let's swap over to CNH Gamer PC 4. This is Commando. This team is doing a really good job staying tight. I like it. I like the way they're playing together. It typically takes about half a season for these teams to really build that chemistry and start to really understand what the other players on your team are doing. So I think we're really starting to see that with this Heroes team. All right, let's swap over to Mr. Mambo. He's done a good job keeping eyes on where the enemy might be. LAX KJB here. Sounds like there is someone taking some crack fires at the enemy. Might be number 6, Mr. Mambo here. Looks like they're going to fortify up here in the center. Looks like somebody's got some sniper action here going on. This is Guard Dog. Trying not to stay exposed for too long and draw the enemy sniper fire. The Holly Springs Heroes team is doing a good job working their way, rotating around. Again, following Guard Dog here. Somebody's sending some fires down the way. Let's swap back over here to LAX KGB. See if he's got a bead on any of the opponent players. Looks like some nades getting tossed. Kind of forward on forward action. Follow up to guard dog here. He takes some fires. You can see the storm's going to drive them out of their shelter. So let's see if the heroes can take advantage of that. The storm pushing through right up to the edge of their shelter and through their shelter, driving them forward. Following LAX KGB here. Let's swap back over to Commando. Really strategic match between these two teams. This is fun to watch. Doing a good job tarping and tunneling their way out and away from that storm. Let's see which team decides to make the hard first big push. Little peekaboo action taking place with Commando here. Swap back over to Gamer PC5 here. LAX KJB here. You can see the heroes from Holly Springs are pushing. Looks like somebody got knocked, but the team is right there. Looks like that is Mr. Mambo got knocked, but his teammates are there to heal him. So good job there. One of the opposing heroes dives right in on the team. Good push by the opposing heroes team. Let's see who's remaining. Swapped over to Commando here. He's building up and out. So they knocked Mr. Mambo there. The team was doing a good job tending to him. And the Holly Springs Heroes made a really aggressive push. So following Commando, he is our last remaining player for the Hanover Heroes. He gets his ramp shot out from under him there. They're encroaching on. Let's see if he can win this shotgun battle. Unfortunately, it is a 4v1, and he is going to go down. So really interesting match there. Well played by both teams. So we will credit the Holly Springs Heroes. Let me label that there. With that, first points on the map. All right, and it looks like we're going to immediately jump into the second one. So the Holly Springs Heroes draw first blood and get the first points, but well played by both teams. All it took was for Mr. Mambo to get knocked there. I think the team kind of lost focus on healing him, didn't identify when the other team was making a push, and before we knew it, they were right on top of us, dropped right in there with that shotgun play. There's very little we could do to respond from that. So it looks like we're dropped right in the middle here, following Commando. Commando is our IGL this week, our in-game leader, so he's making the calls as to who lands and where we land. Swapping over to PC5, this is Guard Dog. So we are more towards the center part of the map, but there's lots of good resources here. PC6, this is Mr. Mambo. This is what we call the lucky area of the map. Doing a good job. Half shields at this point, but doing a good job collecting those materials. Swap over to Mr. Mambo. And then LAX KGB 71 here. So he's full up on shields and health. Somebody pulled off a shot. Not sure if that was by accident. Swap back over to Commando here. Right, they're doing a good job staying close enough together to where if the opposing heroes decide to push on them, should be able to make a move and counter that attack. Back over here to Guard Dog. Looks like he marked something. So he's got a good arsenal of weapons there. Full health, full shields. Swap over to Mr. Mambo. He's still half shields at this point, but looks like he's got some minis there that should be able to top him off. Swap over here to LAX KGB71. Just keeping his eyes out, trying to scan the battlefield. Looks like he does have eyes on the enemy heroes. Let's see if we decide to take a more aggressive approach this time and push in versus kind of bunkering down, which we did last time. But it looks like they're going to try to at least consolidate there with their teammates here before they make any push, which is a smart move. Swapping back over to Commando here. He's working his way down into this little valley area. Looks like it already might have been picked through, but a decent amount of materials down there, including those metal rocks. You can see Mr. Mambo here topped off on his shields with these minis, or trying to. As they push closer to center here. You can see the storm will be encroaching here within the next few seconds, so they definitely have to make their move. LAX KJB, looks like he's got somebody marked. Might have somebody here in this house. Is going to get into some type of an engagement here. Has nice rifle positioning. They're going to edit their way towards him. He does manage to get a little bit of damage on them. See if he edits this wall out and gets in there. Nice shotgun, just barely missed there. Another nice edit. Nice pings there. Looks like he almost knocked the opposing player. Let's see what else we got going on here. This is Commando. He's going to take some time to shield up. Swap back over to Guard Dog here. It's a lot going on. Back over to LAX KGB, working his way back towards the enemy position. Tough to follow all this action taking place at the same time. Back to Commando. Gamer PC5, this is Guard Dog. You can see he's in an edit battle here. Keep building, drops in next to him, see if he's able to take care of him. Oh, and he getting knocked here. Let's swap back over to Commando. It's Commando and looks like LAX KGB. And LAX is out, and again, Commando is the lone man remaining. CST is able to clean up the remaining members of the Heroes. Tough Heroes team facing here from Holly Springs. Commando doing a good job here, building up, maintaining the high ground. They work their way towards him, ends up getting good damage on the opposing player there. 36 damage. Good build fight taking place here. That's always a focus of practice. 106 damage, but the opposing player with a tactical shotgun lands a brutal remaining shot and takes out the last of the heroes. We do have a couple remaining heroes there, but they are just waiting for the inevitable at this point. So we are going to go ahead and credit them with the win because the fall damage or the storm is ultimately going to take care of us. And we're going to take a 5-minute break. We're going to get together with the boys. We're going to rally the troops and we'll come right back with some great Fortnite action. So we will be right back.
Was a girl who wasn't quite like everyone else. She loved riding her bike and going on adventures. And she was always getting into mischief. Then one day, with a little help from Dad, she turned that mischief into the yummiest, crunchiest snacks around. It seemed like the whole town was hungry for something new. The little Utz girl loved sharing the crunchy snacks her family made together because they knew just being yourself is the funnest adventure of all. Utz, the crunch that connects us all.
They say that you can see the devil dance on idle hands, so we put in work. Amen. Put the city on my shoulder blades and molded waves. Focus on the future when it's rolling pain.
This is gonna be fun. What's this?
When it's no pain, no glory. Legendary grind for the history. Come to shut us down, you a what?
Let me show you how the boss does it.
We put in work.
See ya.
Yeah, ain't no killing this energy. Spilling from the spirit, them lyrics be hitting.
They're nothing to me.
Come on, the grind don't stop. We give it in 100 till the squad on top. We put in work. The grind never dies. We give it in
Time for the fireworks.
We put in work.
Fire in the hole.
And it goes a little something like this. Here we go.
All right, we're back. We're just on a couple-minute break, letting the boys strategize here for a little bit. The boys, again, we got from left to right, we got Guard Dog, Mr. Mambo, LEXKJB, and Commando. Just getting all set up and ready to go. Should be kicking off this next round of the remaining matches. It's a best of 3. So the Hanover Heroes need to win out against this tough Heroes team from Holly Springs to get this thing rocking. So we'll be right back with some Fortnite action. All right, we're back with our Hanover Heroes Gold team taking on the Holly Spring Heroes. All right, we're following Gamer PC4 here. That was Commando. This is Guard Dog here. They're dropping in at, I think they're dropping in a campsite this time. So shifting up their strategy a little bit, trying to counteract what the opposing team is doing. I did hear some fires taking place, but looks like it was more of a misfire. This is Mr. Mambo. He's at half shields. Swap over to LAX KGB. He's at full shields and health. All right, done a good job collecting them resources up. Keeping an eye out. Looks like the opposing team might be over there at Frost. So we'll see if the strategy pays off. They kind of identified where the opposing team was landing, that they were rotating around a campsite. So the strategy was to move to campsite and hopefully negate whatever their successful strategy has been to this point. So it's fun to watch the tactics play out with the teams having some good conversations about what they can do best. You got LAX KGB 71 up here, kind of serving as lookout, keeping eyes out for the enemy position. This is Commando here, moving up to LAX KGB where he's at. Guard Dog here. Team's done a good job staying together. He's just below the base of the tower where they're at. And then looks like a couple shots from LAX KGB. Mr. Mambo here. Somebody's making those pop shots there. That's LAX KGB. He's got one up in the air. See if he's able to take him out. Nope. Looks like we might make a little bit of a push here from that previous position. We do have the high ground at this point, so see if we're able to take advantage of that. So Gamer PC7 managed to get a couple licks on the enemy opponent there. So good shooting by LX KGB here. Just missed to the right. Again, just missed to the right of that opponent. Did expose them there by knocking their wall. So good job there. See who else here up here is Commando. He's in a position. Looks like the strategy's paying off so far. Nice ping there. 23 damage. Some accurate shooting from the Hanover Heroes team as they've achieved the high ground. Looks like the Heroes from Holly Springs are going to be building their fort as the Heroes from Hanover push in. Following Mr. Mambo here. As he works his way up. PC4 Commando here. See if we can take advantage of this high ground here. They're going to get this little ramp shot out from under him there. PC7, he's got to lock on one of the opposing players and ends up knocking them. See if they can finish him off for their team. And he is ultimately eliminated by his fellow players. So good job there. Gives us at least a one-man advantage here. Swapping back to Commando. He's adjusting his inventory. Swap over to Guard Dog. Working his way up and around, trying to get positioning. You can tell the strategy is working to the benefit of the Hanover Heroes right now. As the storm encroaches in, it's probably going to drive everybody from their forts here shortly. They do catch one of the opposing heroes there in the storm. And all teams are going to be running from it at this point. So we'll see how this plays out. Looks like we've got a battle going on over here as Commando is trying to work his way out of the storm. Mr. Mambo here. Oh, he gets taken out. Looks like he got naded. PC4 swapping back to Commando. Everybody's on the run from the storm. This got really dynamic really quickly, seeing as that's following the opposing team. So the only remaining players right now are PC7, and he is on his last thread of health here. See if he's able to bunker down and survive this. So it's Commando and LAX KGB. Looks like he might be outnumbered here. PC7 still in the match here. He managed to get a little bit of shields in him, so he's still in the fight. Swapping back to Commando here. He's in a good fight, but he gets knocked, so it's just 7 left. Oh, and he gets knocked, and that is going to do it. The Holly Springs Heroes come out with a 3-0 victory over the Heroes from Hanover, so tough team with the Holly Spring Heroes there. Good strategy by the Heroes from Hanover. Really did a good job. So I think we're going to play a couple more for fun. Let me reach out for the other league commissioner there, and then we'll be right back with hopefully more Fortnite action. All right, so that's going to do us. The other team jumped off. We've got picture day here, too, so we're going to get some pictures done with the kids. We're going to let them play some 2v2. They're going to do some box fight action. So we won't be streaming this part, but good game over to the Holly Springs Heroes. Tough team. It was fun to watch the strategies play out. But gives us a lot to work on for next week. So thanks for tuning in. We're going to keep playing here for another 15 or 20 minutes. Let the boys work on their skills against each other. And we'll come back. We got 2 more great matches lined up. Our Horde Silver team taking on the Eagles from Macomb, Michigan. And then our Horde Gold team at 5 o'clock takes on the Hillsboro, Oregon Storm. So come on back. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.